And howdy, folks. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. Let me get my glasses on. It is December the 9th, 2025. We only have a few weeks before 2026 hits. I hope you're all ready. Okay, first thing is Uncle Al isn't an alien. Second thing, I saw Prepping with Sarge. Right, if you've seen the short on his article, great article, go buy it. It's still out until February. Go check out Prepping with Sarge. He did Chase Food Buckets. Now, I have a high opinion of Prepping with Sarge. However, I'm getting sick and tired of everybody doing a food bucket. Basically, it's carbs and sugar. It's crap. Alright? A lot of people ask me, well, Uncle Al, what's your solution? I only got a couple of companies, and I trust a couple of companies, and I tell them, you're selling them sugar and carbs. Okay? You can make your own food bucket at home. Instead of having Roach Motel, Mouse Motel, Maggot Motel, because Uncle Al tested for years, last 20 years, a lot of food buckets. And a lot of them are garbage, sugar and carbs. Okay, they copied the military, U.S. military. That's why you have high rates of diabetes when you get out. Uncle Al's old school. I know every dirty trick in the book. That's why I had to take off my... so I could talk to you. I'm getting old. I like to drink my possum. I have a little cream in it. Best thing the Mormons ever came up. Okay, since we all switched over back in the 80s into MRE bags, I could do a lot of neat things with one of these. And a lot of people know. I taught tricks to other YouTubers how to make explosives out of these bags. Another thing is, why I like this one, it's resealable and it has a billows bottom. So you could use it as a toilet. And then you put in a few certain things and you leave it for the next person. And in the hot sun, it blows up. Uncle Al knows all sorts of weird, dirty tricks. Now, the biggest thing is I always go through the dumpster and I'm trying to find this box. Now, I hit the jackpot on this one. Okay? This one is 6 inches. Yep, 6 inches by 3 inches. By 12, I think it's 9 inches. So it's 9 by 6 by 3. Same dimension as the old MIC, or military meals, individual combat rations. Okay, that's a military term long before you guys were born. Okay? I make my own rations. This is a perfect one. That's why I look for the box. So I talked to Amazon and they have boxes for me. Same fit configuration, better made. And I'm going to get a whole bunch. I'll make my own C-wraps. Because Uncle Al knows what he's doing. Unlike most of these food companies or wannabe food companies. Okay? If you're going to make a 30-day bucket, which is fairly easy, anybody with less than a college education in food science understand it. You need 30 days of food. Okay? For breakfast, you want some kind of carbohydrate. It could be grits, it could be oatmeal, it could be regular sugar frosted cereal. It's not rocket science. A lot of European countries do muesli. That's nuts, grains, and fruit. And powdered milk and 2 teaspoons of creatine powder to increase the protein mass of it. When I say it has 15 grams of protein, well, that's 2 teaspoons of a certain protein powder that muscle builders use that you can put into food. It's not rocket science, and if you know what it's made of, you'll be kind of getting sick. Okay, you ever wonder what happened to the horns, tails, and penises and everything from a cow? Well, that ends it up there. Okay, again, I don't want to eat another mouse motel. Open it up, see mice going, ah, somebody's in our house. Help us, Mickey. Okay, so I could do a lot of things and make my own MREs, C rations, or whatchamacallit. I could do reenactments. And I do like reenactments of old style camping. I study whatchamacallit, like waypoint survival, different techniques from the past. Why? Because if I get stuck in the past, I don't want to be burnt as a witch. He opened a magic bag of food. Stone him. Or like the last time. He fed a whole bunch of people with 2 loaves of bread and a bunch of fishes. Okay, enough of that comedy bit, but a lot of people are kind of dingleberry about this. Okay, so you have your carbs for the morning, all right? You add coffee to it, or hot cocoa, or milk, fortified milk, and you have a nice breakfast. You add in some kind of fruit, either in the cereal or in the grits. I don't like sweeten my grits. I put probably dehydrated meat in there. Make it savory with bits of rioso and mushrooms. Because a lot of people don't think like old Uncle Al. Old Uncle Al is crazy, but I ain't nuts. Okay? You could do everything you can and put it yourself. All right? You'll have a lunch type meal. Freeze dried. That's fairly easy. Because a lot of these places, well, we have some kind of soup. Well, a lot of those soups are cream based. They have a lot of chemicals, little bit of vegetables, a lot of seasoning, a lot of sodium. And their main ingredient is MSG. Okay? I read over 30 different companies. Their main line is sulfites and MSG. So I'd be a little bit leery about Mouse Motel food buckets. I build my own. Okay? You could do it. It's fairly easy. It's not rocket science. And like, Prepping with Sarge says, he has a combination of different things, a freeze-dried, stored, canned, and what's in your garden. Well, people don't know what the hell they're gardening. Truth. Or 2, they follow the herd. Ah! Ah! Going off the hill. Okay? Don't get caught in the crowds, folks. Think. Or go ask old Uncle Al. So you got some kind of breakfast, which is a carbohydrate, coffee, some kind of fruit that gets you through the day. Okay? Lunchtime. Some kind of not soup. Okay? There's a whole selection of freeze-dried. You can make choices. And then later for the evening meal, not 1,100 or 20,000 calories, but the way I do it, I get it up to close to about 5,000 calories in my buckets. Okay? Because Uncle Al knows what he's doing. Alright, folks? A lot of them miss protein. So you need a protein bucket to supplement that. Alright? I tell a lot of people, all you have to do is vacuum freeze meat. No fat meat. And then you get a 5-gallon bucket of lard. And a lot of people are like, why? That's your fats and oils. That supplements what you cannot store fats and oils. It goes rancid. So I tell a lot of people, you mark the date on it. It lasts about 6 months on lard. And you rotate it. You donate it to the church. And you put in a new bucket of lard. It's not rocket science, folks. Okay? A lot of people screw that up. That's why they're going to die. This is why Uncle Alan keeps saying, no, go away. I only make these for fun. Okay? Or the MREs. And I give it a few away to friends. And they said, this is a lot better than what we got in the Army or Air Force or Marines. Yeah, it tastes better and doesn't give you diarrhea. Alright, folks. I'll catch you later. I entertained you for at least 10 minutes. Okay? Maybe next time we talk about, let's see. dinosaurs. Because everybody's been asking me about that for a long time. And Old Uncle Al does comedy, and does survival, and does a few other things. And they wonder what's going on. Well, I'm not commercialized. A lot of places they want to be commercialized so they can make more money. I don't. I'm having fun. Remember, end of the world's coming up. Uncle Al's getting old. I want to grow vegetables and relax. Alright, folks. I'll catch you later. Don't forget, Uncle Al's 1015 right, 2 wrong. I gotta remember to play these numbers tomorrow. Keep forgetting. I found that 2 came up last week. Alright, folks. I'll catch you later. God bless and good luck. It's 2026 next month. Yeah. Reality shock time. Don't die. Bye.